UK is more lecture based, unlike the US, which is assessment based. You do a lot of work. Hiya everyone, you are warmly welcome back to my channel. My name remains Miss Ampofua and this is the International Student Hub. I want to say a big thank you to all my subscribers. I want to thank you for your support, for your comments, for your feedback. I really appreciate them. And I want to tell you that you should keep them coming. They make me happy. And if today is the first time you are watching me, kindly do subscribe. And over here I vlog about my experience as an international student abroad. So today I am going to talk about studying in the UK versus studying in the US. I had the opportunity to have my postgraduate degree in the UK at the University of Aberdeen just last year, and currently I am at Northern Arizona University pursuing MS Applied Criminology over here, and would want to share with you my experiences. So I normally get people asking, should I go to the UK to study or should I pursue my postgraduate degree in the US? A lot of people find themselves in this dilemma. I was once in that situation and I know how it feels like. So one thing I would want you to consider before making such an important decision is to, one, look at the admission requirements. The admission requirements are not the same in the UK and the US. With the UK, one thing that is most important that you should consider is that you should have a good bachelor's degree certificate or bachelor's degree qualification. That is the word. You should have a good bachelor's degree qualification. That is, at least you should have a second class upper or sometimes second class lower. And one thing they normally are keen about is the English proficiency. So if you are not from a country that actually speaks English, then it means you need to take the IELTS, the standardized English test, to actually prove that yes, you are proficient when it comes to the English language, because that is the mode of instruction in the UK. And also in the US, if you're also not from an English-speaking country like Ghana, then it means you have to take the standardized test. And in the US, most schools normally demand that you have the GRE, that is Graduate Record Exam. So that is one distinction. So you will have to write the Graduate Record Exam, which most people don't really want to write. It's actually maths and English, and most of the times that the application fee for that exam is also puts people off. So it's in Ghana, if you convert, it's about 1,000 Ghana cedis, if I am not lying. Yeah, and also with the US, the application process is rigorous. Let me say admission, when you're making decisions, is quite rigorous. Your statement of purpose is very important, and your letters of recommendations are extremely important, because with the US, you stand a chance as an international student to receive funding. That is what most international students look out for. So aside having a good bachelor's degree qualification, you also need to make sure that your supporting documents are strong, else you may not get funding. And on the issue of funding, the United Kingdom, most of the universities scarcely give full funding or full scholarship. Most of the times, this opportunity goes to those from the EU countries, that is the European Union. So international students from maybe the rest of the world, you will have to secure funding through the Chevening Scholarship, which I have a video on that. I think you should go and check it if you are interested in applying. And then you also have to apply to maybe the Commonwealth Scholarship, which is highly competitive. Both scholarship schemes are really competitive, and you really have to put in a lot of effort. Also, another way to get funded, to be funded, is also if you are from Ghana or any other country, your government can also support you. So in Ghana, we have the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat, and they also go through a quite rigorous application process, because a lot of people apply, and then it's also competitive. Just like any other scholarship, it's really competitive. So that is one thing you should look out for. And then the other thing you also have to consider is the duration of the study. So in the UK, master's degree is typically 1 year. So you do your master's degree in a year. On the other hand, in the US, it takes 2 years to complete your postgraduate degree. And then one disadvantage with the UK system, I should say, is that because that duration is short and you're supposed to produce a dissertation, sometimes it is very challenging if you have no research methods background. So if you are considering going to the UK, I would urge you to sharpen your research skills, because it's assumed that you are a pro or an expert in the particular field you have chosen. So you will have to produce a dissertation without rigorous research method class, I should say. Like, you don't really have the opportunity to go through a long research method class to learn something. You are expected to produce. That is not where you are going to learn how to conduct research. So you should note that. On the other hand, in the US, you have 2 years to think about your research topic, to rethink your interest, because some of us, we had diverse interests, and it's quite difficult to narrow your interest to one particular thing. In the course of the semester, as you take different programs, you actually come to settle on what you particularly want to do. So there is time to actually think and rethink your interest. That's one advantage. Another thing about the UK is that though the duration is short, it gives you the opportunity to finish your degree faster. So you finish, and then you're able to pursue maybe your PhD or look for a job. You finish quickly. Now call. So if that is what you want to, then that is it. Okay, and another thing that I have also noticed is the academic system. So with the UK, education system is lecture based. It is lecture based. So you are actually taught. And on the other hand, in the US, it is more assessment based. Even though you are actually lectured and taught, the mode of instruction is really centered on assessment. So unlike the UK, where the lecturer comes to lecture in class, and you may leave almost all your lectures without an assignment, that is not the case here. In the US, you have weekly assignments from every class you are taking. So in the UK, I took 2 classes in a semester. Each semester I took 2 courses. But over here, you take 3 courses, and each of the 3 courses, you have weekly assignments. And they are not just easy assignments. The kind of books you read over here, it is crazy. And you're supposed to critique, sometimes you're supposed to review, and sometimes you are supposed to actually reflect on a whole book you have read. So that is the dynamic. In the UK, you are told that for maybe that particular semester, you are expected to write 2 term papers, and that is it. And then they are strategically positioned so that it's not like every week you have something to submit. But then if you are doing, say, 10 weeks, within the 10 weeks, if you are writing 2 term papers, maybe the first paper can be positioned in the 5th week, and the other one will be, say, the 10th week. So there is some level of flexibility over there. Unlike this place, every week you have assignments from all your courses, and also you have the finals to also write. So we call the final exam the finals here. So they combine the weekly assessment with the finals, and you are graded. And then one thing that you should also know, maybe some of you already know, is that once you are studying in the UK as an international student, you can work 20 hours during term times, and that's opportunity. You can work outside the campus. That is one advantage studying in the UK. But then over here, you are restricted. You can also work 20 hours, but it should be on campus job. On campus job. Away from that, one thing you should also consider when making your decision to either have your postgraduate in the UK or in the US is to consider after school prospects. So after school, what would you do? Because definitely, even if it's a PhD, you would complete 4 years, 5 years. Before you know it, it's here. So after school, you have to think about the prospects. Recently, the UK has introduced the 2 years post-study work rights. So after school, you can stay and work for approximately 2 years in the UK. Over here, it's a bit different. We have what we call the OPT, optional practical training, something, my line. Yeah, so that's when after school you have 60 days to look for a job, else you exit, you have to leave. So you have 60 days to look for a job. Once you get it and then you have approval from your school, then you can work for 1 year for non-STEM. But then those who are doing science, technology, engineering, mathematics, I think so, can have about 2 years to actually work. They have the 1 year after that, they can renew it. That is how it is done here. Or you either do your PhD if you want to stay in the system and be legal. So that is what you should consider. So I think I have actually said a lot. So I would want to summarize them. So one, you have to look at the admission requirements, very important. 2, you have to consider the program of the duration of this program, the duration of the program. So if you are looking to finish your master's degree within the shortest possible time, then the UK should be good for you. And if you are an expert in your field and you just want to get a master's degree, I think the UK will also be a good choice for you, because you know what you are about and then you deliver. And also another thing you should look out for is how the education system is structured. As I said, the UK is more lecture based, unlike the US, which is assessment based. You do a lot of work, extra. And then you should also look at career prospects. Look at the career prospects after school. I hope this video has actually helped you reshape your thinking about studying, where to study, where not to study. If you have any additional comments, you have any additional questions, do not hesitate. Comment right below. Thank you so much for watching this video. At this juncture, I would want to say adios, bye bye.